How I A&R'd Celebrate More, 116, Lecrae, Andy Mineo, Hulvey. Summer 2019, I'm working on Lecrae's album. We're in LA, and I think the same studio, same day we got the hook for Drown, the same day we got the hook for Celebrate More. So, dope hook writer named Jim Levine pulls up to the studio. Lecrae had this whiteboard of ideas, kind of like things that he's going through in his head. On that whiteboard was the word Celebrate More. He had kind of sat with that, and so we put up some beats. Rewind, about 6 months before that, S1, super producer, was in our Reach Record studios in Atlanta. I think the last day of a week of production, I was like, yo, S1, the beats have been crazy, but we need to push for this one anthem type record. We need something that's just gonna feel anthemic, like a celebration. S1 caught the vision, him and Wooten, I think like a few hours later, called me back to the studio, they played this beat, and I'm like, yo, this beat is special. So fast forward again, we're in the studio in LA, I'm with Jim Levine, Lecrae's there, Biz is there, we're working on ideas, and I pull up this beat, I'm like, yo, this is the beat you gotta write something to. So Jim Levine hops in the booth, starts mumbling, and then the record comes together. Lecrae takes it back to Atlanta, writes verses to it, working on the album, and this song was actually up against on Lecrae's Restoration album, Zombie. It was either Celebrate More or Zombie. We all felt like both of those records couldn't live on the Restoration album. They were just very sonically bright, happy, anthemic feeling, and they both just couldn't fit. It would have been overkill, right? So Zombie beat out Celebrate More, but I always thought that record was special. As we're working on the Summer 20 playlist, I had that record in my mind to like, yo, what if we made this a 116 song? Had Hulvey recut that hook, but also write his elements to it to kind of make it his. And then we needed a second verse feature. So had Andy Mineo do it. His verse came out dope. There's a part on his verse that was a rewrite. His first verse was pretty much the same, but there's a line in there that was bugging me. And Andy, we kind of fought a little bit. He was like, yo, Ace, this line is it. I was like, trust me, it could be doper. And Andy, being the GOAT that he is, he's like, all right, watch me. I'm gonna make it even better. Goes back and kills it. And so that birthday line was the second rewrite that came out fire. And he texted me once he had it. He was like, Ace, I have the line to the song that's gonna be the moment at the concert of the song, trust me. And he actually was right. And then we had Dave James do some extra production to it. Epic Pro did the drums. Taylor Hill added some additional vocals on it as well. And shout out to Trey Haggerty too. He added some melodies to it. It just came out super collaborative, super dope. And that's the making us Celebrate More. I mean, the video was crazy. Andy tackles a clown in the video. Who does that?
Celebrate, yeah, celebrate more. Celebrate more, ayy.